Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Football and welcome to another Champions League Fantasy Update. Now, in this video, we are going to be discussing or taking a look at the best budget options for Match Day 5. Now, there was a lot of them in Match Day 1 and Match Day 2, but obviously some of those teams are already out, some players have gotten injured, some players, it's not really worked out for them, but I've tried to pick out the best two options for Match Day 5 and also Match Day 6, because if you're playing your wildcard, you need these players to also help you in Match Day 6. If you're playing your limitless chip, you might not need these players because these are just budget options, players, enablers, basically, players who can enable you to have the expensive boys up front and the expensive boys in midfield, basically. So we will be taking a look at two players' best budget options. The first player is a defender, and not a defender, I didn't say defender. The first player is a striker, and the second player is a midfielder. So to repeat it again, a midfielder and a striker. The striker is below 6 million and the midfielder is below 7 million. So it should definitely work out for you. Without wasting any more time, make sure to smash the like button if this video provides any value, and also subscribe, trying to get to 500 subscribers as soon as possible so I can be able to use the community tab to discuss and to communicate with you guys more often. So let's take a look at, let's start with the midfielder. Let's start with Marcelo Brozovic. Now, Marcelo Brozovic, man, what an option. Like, I came across his stats and I was like, why have I not picked out this player all these weeks? What an option. What an option this guy is. Now, he's an Inter Milan midfielder. 6.8 million is what it's going to cost you. 2% ownership, and his next fixture is Shakhtar Donetsk at home. What a guy. What a player, what a player, what a player. You can see him on the thumbnail for this video. I'm going to read for you his stats right now. Listen to this. He has had 21 ball recoveries this season, which has earned him 6 extra points. 21 ball recoveries in the 4 matches. He scored a goal against Sheriff last time out when they played against Sheriff. He scored a goal in that game. He had 6 points in Match Day 1, he had 8 points in Match Day 3, and he had 12 points in Match Day 4. That's not what caught my eye. He picked up player of the match in Match Day 1, Match Day 3, and Match Day 4. So in a loss against Real Madrid in Match Day 1, he still picked up the player of the match. And in both games against Sheriff, he was player of the match as well. So that has got him an extra 9 points. Marcelo Brozovic, 6.8 million. His next fixture is Shakhtar at home, a game they really, really need to win. If they win this, they are through to the next round. All they have to do is to battle for top spot with Real Madrid if Real Madrid beat Sheriff. So what an option. This guy caught my eye, definitely. The only player who I've seen with this kind of stats, like player of the match so many times, was Adeyemi. He's been the only player who's had player of the match so many times, and such stats, crazy stats. So Brozovic is the first differential player I'm going to talk about. As you can see, he will be playing on the Wednesday. We'll be playing the first game on Wednesday. So if you have him in your team, you can just leave him on the bench and then out to sub him before the deadline on Wednesday. That's the first player. And the second player is a striker. That's Lucas Mecha. Now, Wolfsburg forward, 5.1 million is what it's going to cost you. And his next fixture is Sevilla away from home. Now, I watched him for Germany the other day. He played the 2 games, came on as a sub in the 2 games. His first appearances. 7 points in Match Day 3 and 5 points in Match Day 4. Sevilla is a tough game away from home, but you'd think so. But Sevilla did lose their last home game against Lille in Match Day 4. And they've only kept 1 clean sheet in the 4 matches. So Sevilla not all that so far this season. They've drawn all 4 of the games. They've not lost, yes, but they've also not won a game. So Mecha is a very, very good option for this. And it'll only cost you 5.1 million. Again, if you're playing a limitless chip, you might not need this. But if you're playing your wildcard and you need a player to play in Match Day 5 and 6, this could be the guy, because their group is also wide open. Their group is wide open. Sevilla could go through, Wolfsburg could go through, Lille is also in and around. So any of the teams could go through that. Those are the kind of groups we are looking for. And the match, as I said, he did score in Match Day 3 and 4, playing against the same opponent. He did very well against Salzburg. He had a couple of more chances. He could have had a hat-trick in the last game against Salzburg. So he's done pretty well. The home game against Salzburg is the one he should really have scored a hat-trick. So Marcelo Brozovic and Mecha. Now, that's not the only thing I'm going to point out for these 2 players. As you can see, Mecha is owned by 1%, and Brozovic is owned by 2%. So there are also differential options. In case you haven't taken a look at my differential video, I've already done a video talking about 3 other differential options for Matchday 5. I'll link it up in the YouTube card right now, and the link will also be in the description. So make sure to check that out. So Mecha and Brozovic are also very, very good differential options. No one owns them at all, 1%, 2% of the game. That is just crazy. So make sure to take a look at them. I'll definitely be bringing in at least one of them this week. If the content provided any value, make sure to smash the like button. Make sure to join the league. The code is the first code in the description. Thank you for watching. Keep staying safe, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next one.